Subscribe to Simper BK Reactions.
All right, man. Simper BK Reactions family, what's good? What's good? Welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome. If you've been here before, much appreciated. Welcome to you. I really and truly appreciate it. I start off the majority of my videos, and I remember this, even though I got a bad memory. I sincerely appreciate you checking out this channel. Again, I don't know, I say it all the time, I don't know how you found this little old channel, but you did. I appreciate it. If you do me a favor, if you're feeling what's going on, like, comment, subscribe, share it, do all of that, all right? All right, man. I know that current or former local federal law enforcement officers can attest to what I'm about to say, right? You, again, if you former or current, you know that, then again, I'm speaking to, if any of, former or current law enforcement officers are gonna be watching, they're gonna be like, you got at least one officer on your shift, in your zone, sector, whatever you wanna call it, that if you personally get a hot call, you do not want that person showing up. Look at the applause, look at I know the people out, the head nods, yes. Now I'm gonna keep it real. Specifically, I worked in Southwest Atlanta, Zone 4. I can't really off the top of my head say, oh yeah, think of, oh, this person. I didn't have much of that. But have I ran into officers like that when I was in other zones, or just when I was on the little specialized unit I was on? Yeah, for sure. Because you can, let me explain it. You can have a situation that starts here. You could be slowly bringing it down, de-escalating the entire thing. But this officer tear it up, right? Officer tear ish up is gonna arrive on scene and just escalate the situation and get everybody upset. This is what we're dealing with today out of Hartford, Connecticut. Shout out to Hartford, Connecticut, man. I got like family up there, the Massive family, man. Me and the Massive family is like this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie up there and all his family. Shout out to Sweets up there. Shout out to everybody up there. Everybody up in Hartford. I got a lot of love for Hartford, Connecticut. Magnolia, Main Street. I got a lot of love for people up there. But this one, I believe it was in January or February. I'm reacting to it now because January and February, I didn't have this channel going. I was just watching it and I was just like, oh my gosh. So now I'm here and I can do these reactions. But remember what I said about that, right? Police officers know what I'm talking about. There's one officer, or maybe more than one, you do not want showing up to your call, because they're just gonna escalate the situation and make things worse. Remember, I told you that, all right? We about to get into this video here. I'm gonna give my full opinion about it, my professional and personal opinion about it. But before we get into that video, let's get into this. Simper BK Reactions, hold up. Yo, did you tell the people to go over to simperbkclothing.com? Come on, dog, listen. I need y'all right now to go over to simperbkclothing.com. I guarantee you're going to see something over there that you like. I mean, I got stuff for kids. I got stuff for the women. I got stuff for working out. I got everything you think you could possibly want and or need on this website. And then check it out. Check this out. I'm also offering you a promo code. Use promo code SimperBKReactions at checkout. All right, so like I said, it's out of Hartford, Connecticut, and I believe it was January or February. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you my opinion after. All right, let's get into the video.
Shooting a man who was approaching him with a knife.
News 8's Brittany Taylor joins us live from the Hartford Police Department to break down that video for us and bring us the latest on the investigation. Hi, Brittany. Good morning.
Alyssa, Laura, good morning to you. And I want to warn you right out of the gate here that this video is difficult to watch, but it certainly gives us a better idea of what happened when a Hartford police officer opened fire on a 55-year-old man who was holding a knife. And what state police, as well as the Office of the Inspector General, are going to be looking at here is if use of force was warranted in this case. So with that being said, again, this video is difficult to watch, but let's give you a look at it.
Drop the knife! Drop it! Last time! Drop the knife! Drop it!
All right, so that's Officer Joseph Magnano. He shot 55-year-old Stephen Jones. Jones remains in critical condition as of last night. All of this happening last Friday on Blue Hills Avenue in the capital city. Officers initially called to the scene for reports of a suicidal man, and that's when they found Jones at the entrance of his apartment building holding a large knife. In the video, we hear one of Magnano's fellow officers ask if he has a taser, to which he responds no. One of our law enforcement experts tells us that this will be part of the investigation.
I think it's pretty uncommon for a police officer not to have a taser on them. But again, there are divisions and units and other officers that may or may not have a taser on them. It is important to note that a taser was ineffective at the beginning of this incident.
And so this body camera footage that you just saw, it is really just one piece of the puzzle here. The Office of the Inspector General and State Police Major Crime Squad, they are also going to be looking at the initial call to 911, as well as any radio communication between those officers that responded to the scene. Right now, Officer Magnano has been placed on administrative leave.
All right. First, Hartford PD, why y'all all ain't got tasers, man? Like, I mean, it's 2026, like the middle of 2026. Like, if y'all got body cameras, y'all should have tasers. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why all officers don't have tasers. I remember APD introduced tasers to Zone 4 where I was working. I think we were either the second or the first zone to get the tasers. And that was in like 2011, 2012, right? The more less than lethal weapons you have, the better. Like, shout out to California. Majority of the departments of California, LA, San Diego, Los Angeles County, San Bernardino, just about everywhere you can think of it in California, they got those less than lethal rifles. They got those pepper balls. And I think it's a necessity. You know, if the department can afford it, which I'm sure Hartford can, tasers, you need it. You know, these less than lethal options, especially in a situation like this, right? I'm a CIT officer, right? Crisis Intervention Team. And that's a nationwide program. You go through 40 hours of mental health training. So you got even more tools on your belt as a police officer. And it really opened my eyes. And it had me approaching calls like this in a completely different manner. Let me say this. Just because something is right don't mean that you have to do it, right? Just because you justified in doing something don't mean you have to do it as a police officer. When I was working in Atlanta, right, littering, spitting, you could have gotten a citation and or arrested for that. Do we need to do that? No. If nobody's not acting like an ass, there's no need for that. If there are situations, before I get into how I feel about this, right? If there are situations where you can use less than lethal force or just give the situation some more time, why not do that, right? Next, I urge family members, urge you all, if you have your family member that you know about that has mental issues, right? That's even going through a crisis, get them if you can, get them the necessary help they need. Get them the counseling. If it leads to medication, get them the help they need. Because when I see these incidents too, I think about where's the damn family, right? And I may be mistaken. Maybe the family is and was doing something for this gentleman. He passed away, but I always think about that. I always think about that. Where's the family, right? So again, I urge family members, right? Get your family member the assistance, the mental help, the mental assistance they may need. So next, how I feel about this. If you go, I urge you all, I'm gonna try to remember to put the link to the full video from police activity. Shout out to police activity. They have and this situation happened and they're pretty quick about posting stuff. I think it happened in February. So you just gotta go back and look at February, right? Watch the full video. This part right here that I'm about to implement, you see this part right here? What we call in law enforcement verbal judo, the de-escalation attempts by these officers, they were doing that for a while, right? They were doing it for a while. And I commend those officers. It was 2 or 3 of them from the beginning. They tried to tase them. They kept their distance. They had enough distance and they were proceeding. They felt like they could have continued trying to talk him down, right? And honestly, I feel like you should do that until the point where it's going to lead to danger, right? I didn't see any civilians around in that full video. I didn't see anybody else who he could have hurt or put in imminent danger. The officers, in my opinion, they had a good amount of distance that they felt comfortable with, where they had their guns at the alert position, their guns were down, and they were talking to him. And like I said, they attempted to tase him. But then in comes that officer I mentioned in the intro. In my professional and personal opinion, that officer you don't want responding to your calls. Because when he arrived on scene, he immediately got aggressive. And guess what it did? And this is what it do. When you got those officers that come on scene and they that officer take them out, what happens is, again, you could be controlling an individual, you could be de-escalating the situation, and the individual is focused on you and you building a rapport, however, but when that aggressive officer comes in, now his attention, he or she, the person that's going through the crisis or whatever, he or she's attention is going right towards that aggression. And now they're going to react to that aggression. The other officers that were out there trying to de-escalate the situation, they were calm. They were talking to him, hey, drop it, this, that, and the third. The other officer comes, you better, blah, 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 blah. Now his attention is going to that officer. Now that, in my professional opinion, personal opinion, that officer caused that situation. Again, no, he was 100% within his right to use deadly force in that situation. But look how long those other officers were trying to de-escalate, were not even trying, were de-escalating the situation. And they didn't feel a need to open fire because they all could have. From the jump when this started, they could have all used deadly force. But again, I commend them. They attempted that verbal judo. They attempted to de-escalate the situation, which is imperative in law enforcement. You have to, because it's not, like I said, it's not about, oh, you're within your right to shoot him, so shoot him. Nah, it's not about that, right? It's not about that. We're not out here, law enforcement not out here about, you're not supposed to be out here to take, I want to catch a body. No, it's not about that. It's about helping. Obviously, he was going through a crisis. He needs help. Let's try to help him. Let's try to de-escalate the situation, get this knife out of his hand. But again, you can see from the video, right? I showed you the portion. Those officers, like I said, the full video is on police activity. Those officers did a great job trying to de-escalate the situation. And then again, this cowboy comes in, Texas Ranger comes in, immediately he's super aggressive. And now again, he's drawing the attention of the gentleman in crisis, drawing his attention, and he opened fire. That's why, in my opinion, that's why there's an investigation. If those officers were to continue with their de-escalation, and at some point they use deadly force, I don't think there probably would have been an investigation, maybe internally by the police department. But I think they just said, yeah, the inspector general, right, is doing an investigation. Had those officers that I commended open fire, I think it would have just been Hartford PD, their internal affairs, conducting an investigation. But now I think it's because of this cowboy came in, right, and just, I was going to say shot him for no reason, but just used deadly force when he probably could have waited a little longer. I think that's why they are. And I'm sure currently, as of May right now, they're still investigating this. But yo, the verdict, Semper BK Reactions verdict, this was totally uncalled for. Again, just because you're within policy, you're within right, you're within the standards of Graham v. Connor, Tennessee versus Gardner, that does not mean you need to use deadly force. There's been plenty of situations when I was on APD where I could have used deadly force and I just took a beat and I did not. You know what I mean? So just because you can use deadly force, and that's why I tell y'all on this channel, if you watch any of my other videos, I'm super objective. I'm 100% objective. Although I got love for law enforcement, I get the struggles, I know what they go through. I'm not team blue, I'm not back to blue. I'm not thin blue line, no, I'm real, I'm objective, right? So right is right, wrong is wrong. In my opinion, this officer was within policy, within his right, within the standards of Graham v. Connor and all of that. But I feel like he could have definitely waited. He didn't have to show up with that aggression. He's that officer I told you about, that I don't want you showing up to my calls. And now you just took somebody's life. Again, I'm not saying he's wrong. I just felt like it was unnecessary. Because just because we can do something don't mean we should do it. All right? Simple BK Reactions, enough love. I appreciate it. This is what I'm here to do, man. Drop these gems on you and get you to that safe, that other side of a law enforcement encounter, all right? Check out the rest of my videos and also check out semperbkclothing.com. Peace.